So I'm all ready for work. We'll see if I get to actually, show you any of it. I hope so. It's a drone light show job where basically I'm just going to be assisting the pilot. I don't know what these drones are going to look like if they're going to be huge or small or what. But as soon as I saw that position available, I was like, yes, I will do that one day, gig. So away I go. So the company I was working for was actually called Pinnacle. I actually did not look them up before I did the gig. They do large drone light shows, but the show that I was doing was significantly smaller. It was only going to have 6 drones because of the area of coverage, but that didn't make me any less excited about it. And who would have guessed I'd find Jackery powering most of the station that the drone pilot uses to set up the drones. Speaking of this station, this was the first thing I learned to set up. I didn't get to film it because I was too busy setting it up, but I helped set up the monitors and a lot of the cabling. This is actually the brains of the operation, so it needed to be set up before we actually pulled out the drones. Just as a matter of perspective, these drones run around $2,000 a piece. And that's before the other equipment to run them. The first thing I learned was how to put the propellers on them, and there actually were 2 different propeller types in the types of drones we were doing. Also, how to set up the battery case properly, because a lot of what I would end up doing for the rest of the night involved either attaching or detaching batteries or switching out drones. Because drones are just basically little robots and stuff can fail, in addition to the primaries, there was a set of backup drones available to switch out if any of the drones were misbehaving. Once all the drones were ready, it was time for John is the guy who owns the company and the pilot at the table, to set up each drone one by one to operate on their dance path for the show. This involved a lot of little testing, a little tweaking, and mostly involved me and Chase, his primary assistant, just going out and fiddling with things. Under his instruction, of course.
I'm explaining. Okay. So these are special built drones. I started constructing these drones probably about 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
And so then, when a person constructs drones, then you have to find someone to make the drones.
Yeah.
So then I partnered with Russia and I partnered with China to help produce these drones that you see here now.
Okay.
Now these drones aren't really like the DJI drones, like the real fancy drones.
Yeah.
Those fancy drones do some things that these drones do not. Their specialty is to take amateurs like me and keep them out of trouble by having all these sensors and all this visual stuff.
Yeah.
These drones can't see the way that we can see because there's no visual optics. So what they do is they completely rely on radio signal.
Okay.
So that's the good news, and some of the bad news is that radio signal, especially around some places, on the decks. So that we use 3 different channels in order to talk to the drones and get them radio signal commands. It's 100% my responsibility to plug in the drones and fit the propellers and get them in the air. And then after they're in the air, then the computer takes over, the AI piece of software. She corrects my mistakes, and then either if she can't correct them, she'll land the drones. If she says it's okay, then she'll take them off to do their figures in the sky. I could just send up one. And that is number 146. Is that what we're doing? Vibrations at that end, I'm telling you. Just believe it. She's got them. That's when the AI takes over, right? That's okay. Still lots of vibrations. When she's ready, she will take, she'll change the color. And that's in like 10 seconds or so, I think. Boom.
And it's green.
So that may not.
Purple.
Yeah, I was supposed to because it's in dance. Don't scare me. At that level. Everybody's getting in at that level. But it looks pretty stable.
Yeah, they look like pretty decent for having a little bit of wind on them.
Yeah, I'm happy with the leveling. Good. All right.
And both.
Let's roll. Go. Go.
Unfortunately, once the drones got really high up in the sky, they were really hard to film. I also had to continually put my phone down just to be ready when the drones were coming down, or if there was one that was trying to escape, just being ready to take care of any problems that might occur. But here's a little bit of it. Thank you for joining me for yet another video. This one was just kind of a fun thing that happened, a fun job I got to do, which happens every once in a while. I really do love working events and event-related work. Like, I just find it so interesting. And yeah, I could have had a more comfortable life if I locked myself behind a desk years ago. But I just don't see how that life would be as fulfilling as these random things that I get to do that are just so much fun. So anyway, you know what to do. You're on YouTube, but you know how you support your favorite supporters. Hit that like button, leave a comment, just talk to me. Let me know how you felt about this video. Every once in a while, if I have something interesting, I'll do a follow me to work. And this was less following me to work and more talking about a job I did, but I hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.